What is going on, my fellow floppers, and welcome back to the channel. So today we're going to be having a look at Warzone, skill-based matchmaking, and how you can go ahead and get yourself into those easier lobbies. For you guys that are looking to go ahead and get as many wins as possible without having to play as though you're fighting for your entire life. So I'm going to teach you guys a few simple methods. There's about 5 or 6 methods you can go ahead and do, and one of them is a super secret method. I've not seen anybody do this before, and I found that it's worked quite a bit. So you guys definitely want to stay tuned all the way till the end to go ahead and find that out. If you do enjoy today's video, guys, make sure you do go ahead and drop a like, subscribe if you're new, and turn on post notifications so you don't miss a single video here on the channel. With all being said, let's jump right into it. So of course, skill-based matchmaking is something across Warzone, Call of Duty in general, that is really frustrating and people don't enjoy. People like to hop onto the game and go ahead and be able to enjoy the game, get wins, get high kills, etc., whether that being in multiplayer or Warzone. So these few simple methods are going to help you along the way to start having a lot more fun and enjoying the game a little bit more. Now, of course, these are a few different things that you can go ahead and do. A couple of them are really simple. So like, for example, duos and quads. If you turn the fill off in duos and quads, what that actually does, it will actually go ahead and help reduce the skill base for yourself, and it'll help you go ahead and get yourself into some easier lobbies. Plus, it will help you improve your skills against 2- and 4-man teams, because you're going to have that on a consistent basis, and you're going to be able to get a lot better being in those 4-way gunfights. So how this works then, guys, technically what would happen is when you search for a game, Call of Duty likes to put you into a lobby where every team has around about the same KD as each other, so it all kind of adds together and it balances it out. So if you jump into a game and you have a 1.2 KD, the other team has to match that. So the other team's KD would have to be a balance where theirs is roughly the same all collectively together. So you're going to end up getting against people that's got like a 0.25 KD. Now, they did try nerfing this a little bit so it wasn't as strong, but you're still going to find easier lobbies. So it still might add up to a 1.2 KD, but you might actually have somebody who's quite good in the other team and then 3 poor players. So when you're in those gunfights, you kind of find out which is the better player out of the 4. You take them out first, and then you're okay to go ahead and complete getting rest of your kills, which is going to make life a lot more simple. And you can do this on quads or duos. All you've got to do is put squad fill off, and then you can jump into a game and go ahead and do so. Now, this next method can be a little bit difficult if you do work or if you're at school, etc. So if you're in a typical 9-to-5 job, this can be a little bit difficult. However, it's still a possibility. So time of day can make a massive difference on your kind of games that you get. So if you're playing at the peak hours in your current time zone, let's say from 4 PM till about 8-9 PM, you're going to find yourself in a lot harder lobbies. There's going to be people that are very good at the game and only get a small window to play in after them either finishing work, school, college, university, etc. That small time frame window, that's what they've got to play in, and the player count on the game is going to increase. So Call of Duty automatically will then put you into a more skill-based game around your level. However, if you play after 10 PM, for example, or if you play before 4 PM, you're going to find yourself in a lot easier lobbies. As the player count in the game is a lot lower, the search has to spread out further. So that's when you will find yourself in a lot easier lobbies. You will get the odd lobby where potentially it's going to be a little bit more difficult, but that's all swings and roundabouts. You can deal with odd game, and then obviously you're going to get a few more better games. Now, there is, of course, the engagement matchmaking as well in Call of Duty, which not many people talk about. So you're going to play probably 3 or 4 bad games, and then you're guaranteed to go ahead and maybe get 2 or 3 good games following up on that, which is pretty good because they're trying to keep people engaged. But the frustrating thing is the skill base is still there. So the time of the day is the perfect way to actually get the easier lobbies without having to mess about changing settings, etc. Of course, there is an alternative. You can always reverse boost, but I don't really condone to reverse boosting, but that possibility is always there. But there's a simple way to reverse boost without fully reverse boosting. All you want to do is hop into 5 games, get as close to the final circle as you can, don't get any kills, die in the gulag, because of course you only get 1 life. So you can go ahead, do this 5 games in a row, and you're guaranteed 5 easy lobbies straight after. It's because, like I mentioned, they do have the engagement matchmaking, so they want to make sure you are engaged and having fun in the game. So if you have 5 bad games, the game automatically will actually go ahead and put you into 5 good games so that you can enjoy the game, and it keeps you active and it keeps you playing. So you can always do that. It's not reverse boosting. Reverse boosting is if you're consistently going to games, dying as much as you possibly can, getting no score, etc. But this, it's a small method of reverse boosting, but it's not. You're just tricking the system. What you're essentially doing is you're making the system think, this guy's probably not enjoying his last 5 games, he's not playing very well, we'll go ahead and put him in 5 easy games straight after, so then they can have a bit of fun. And then if they have 5 bad games after that, and so forth. So that's how the engagement side of it all works. So like I say, you got SBMM and then you got EOMM, which like I say is the engagement side. And then next up then guys, obviously there is a super secret method that I have actually gone ahead and want to discuss with yourself, and you can do this either on quads or duos. It's very easy to do, and this method is going to find you a noob to actually go ahead and play with yourself in your own party. So what you want to do is guys, before you search up for a game, once you are sat in your menus, you want to head over to find a party. Now once you head over to find a party guys, you simply want to go ahead and change a few settings. So first of all, you want to make sure you got squad fill off if you are playing quads, because you only want one person, potentially two if you want to, but you only realistically need one person to join up on your party. So when you click on find a party, you then want to change your primary playstyle from no preference to casual, and then you want to change your secondary playstyle from no preference all the way down to slow and steady drop. Now I have not seen this method on YouTube whatsoever, and I've also had a little digging around seeing what people do in regards to the settings, and no one actually touches this in Warzone, believe it or not. So what you can go ahead and do and change this, and then it does take quite a while to find a player, but because there's not many people searching for an easier lobby, it's actually going to go ahead and put you partied up with somebody who's pretty bad at the game. So when you hop into quads and it's just your two, when I mentioned earlier on in regards to coming against teams with lower matched KDs, then you're going to find yourself in a lot easier lobbies, and you're actually going to go ahead and find yourself having a lot more fun. And it is a very simple method you guys can go ahead and do. Of course, if you have a friend that is really bad at the game, you can always get them to party up with yourself or host the lobby, and then you can go ahead and make sure that you are getting those easier games. Now of course these are just a few methods, 5 or 6 methods, whatever I have discussed, and you guys can go ahead and try these out for yourself and let me know how you get along. Obviously people don't really want to be cheating or anything like that using VPNs, because it costs a lot of money. Like, I don't want to pay for a VPN. I'd rather do it this way if I was to, you know, try and get these easier lobbies. But in all fairness guys, Warzone seems to have slacked off on skill-based matchmaking recently since the Warzone event, because everybody's trying to do the challenges, so everybody's trying to go ahead and do that. So it's making life a lot easier. You can go up behind them and just kill them while they're doing the challenges, so it is making life a lot more fun. But for you guys that are wanting to, of course, definitely go ahead and get the easier lobbies, you can try out all these methods and let me know down below how you've got on, and if you've, you know, any of these have worked for yourself. If you have enjoyed today's video and found it very informative, you do need to go ahead and subscribe and turn on post notifications, because Modern Warfare 3 is around the corner, and you're going to know all the best tips, tricks, news, class setups, all that good stuff, because that's everything I do here on the channel, both multiplayer and Warzone. But anyway guys, thank you so much for tuning in. Make sure you drop a like. As always guys, I'll catch you on the next video.